So why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not color, it's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're in a
Steven
space
Spielberg did Schindler's.
A responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it.
Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List, but there are cultural differences. You know, I know, you know, we all know what it is when a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning, what it smells like. That's a cultural difference, not just a color difference. Right. So it's the culture. The groundwork for me to be in the position I'm in, I'm going to make sure that there's hundreds of roles for the next generation and utilize the power that I have at this moment in order to do that. And nobody's going to get my way.
In recent weeks, Denzel Washington has shaken up Hollywood with his bold critique of woke culture, and it's creating ripples across the entertainment industry. If you've been following the drama, you know that his comments have sparked intense reactions from both supporters and critics today. We're diving deep into what Washington said, how Hollywood is responding, and what this all means for the future of social activism. Buckle up, this is Woke Watchers. So, what exactly did Denzel Washington say that's causing such a stir? In a recent interview with Source, Washington made headlines by expressing concerns about the direction of woke culture. He argued that while the movement's goals are commendable, there's a growing tendency for it to become overly self-righteous and divisive. He stated, essentially, Washington is worried that the very activism meant to unite us is starting to fracture into a series of polarized factions. Washington's remarks have not gone unnoticed in Hollywood. On one hand, some celebrities have rallied behind him, praising his willingness to voice a dissenting opinion, commented, showing support for Washington's critique. This endorsement highlights a faction within Hollywood that feels similarly about the need for a more nuanced discussion on social justice.
There are millions of people that are falling in the gap because they don't fit in to this information age. I don't care who you are. You can promise people a whole lot, but there's a whole lot of people that are in trouble right now because they just don't fit in.
On the flip side, there has been considerable backlash. Critics argue that Washington's views oversimplify the complexities of social justice and activism. Another celebrity activist name responded with, quote, or reaction, emphasizing that while the discourse can be challenging, it's essential to continue striving for progress and inclusivity. So, what does this debate really signify? Washington's critique reflects a broader cultural tension between traditional values and contemporary social activism. For many of us, especially those deeply invested in social justice, this discussion is crucial.
I did talk about my 3 closest friends, and they did, 15 to 25, one did 28, this and that. I was the only one of the 3 that had a father in my life, even though my parents were together. But I still had a father who was a gentle man and a good example, and they didn't. We can blame the system if we want, but they didn't lock any of us up at 7.
Yeah.
We were all doing enough to get locked up at 13. My parents sent me in another direction. They didn't have anybody to help them, and they kept doing what they was doing.
It's about balancing passionate advocacy with constructive, open dialogue. Are we seeing a backlash against progressive movements, or is there room for a more measured approach? In summary, Denzel Washington's comments have sparked a significant conversation within Hollywood and beyond. Whether you agree with his perspective or not, his remarks are fueling an important debate about the future of social activism. What do you think? Is Washington's critique a necessary wake-up call, or does it miss the mark? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis and want more insights into the latest cultural debates, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications on our latest videos.